Just waiting to make sure everything's working here. Yes. Hello. Welcome to my video. I'm Dr. Stacy Shillington, naturopathic doctor. And today I want to talk about something that I've been asked a lot lately, and it is about melasma. And you may be asking, what is melasma? It is otherwise known as brown spots on your skin. Now, I'm not talking about the brown spots that are left behind after you have a zit. No, that is not it. It's like a brown kind of, the spots are almost in a patch, and they kind of come up out of the blue, and they are often due to an imbalance in hormones, exposure to the sun, or some type of irritant. And guys, we just have to face it. As we get older, our skin does weird things. It starts reacting more, and that's because there's inflammation and there's imbalance in our bodies. And the only way to really get to the root and solve the problem for good is solving the imbalance in the body. But today is all about melasma, and I am going to share a little bit of information with you, how to prevent it, how to treat it, and of course what it is. So melasma forms when there's inflammation and irritation. And what happens is there's cells in the skin called melanocytes. And those melanocytes are stimulated and they start to overproduce brown pigment called melanin. And that melanin deposits in the epidermal layer of the skin, and you get what is known as melasma. Now, 90% of melasma occurs in women. Usually it occurs in women that have darker skin tones. Not always, but often. And this is kind of a pain because if you have lighter skin, you can often treat brown pigment using lasers, using IPL, but when you're darker skinned, you can't, because it can make it worse. So you're kind of just left not knowing what to really do with your melasma. So it's a great question, but there are some really, really solid strategies that you can take to get rid of your melasma. So first of all, let's talk about prevention. Because 90% of melasma sufferers are women, that gives us a really strong clue that hormones play a really, really big role in melasma development. And specifically, it's higher estrogen to progesterone levels. That ratio is usually off, and often this occurs in pregnancy. It can occur when you start the birth control pill. So keeping your hormones balanced is super key to preventing melasma from occurring. And if you want more information on how to do that, my 7-week clear skin program and my 8-week anti-aging skin program go through that in detail. Walks you through every single step you need to take to balance those hormones. I'm talking about supporting the liver, balancing your insulin, your blood sugar levels, reducing inflammation in your gut, reducing stress. Everything affects how the body works, right? Okay, so in addition to imbalanced hormone, the sun can also be a huge trigger for melasma. It can trigger inflammation in the skin, of course, which gets those melanocytes producing melanin faster. So using an SPF every single day on your face, and a zinc-based is best. What I personally do is I use a mineral-based pressed powder every single day of my life, even if I'm just sitting here in my office talking to you. If I'm going to be outside for any length of time, then I'll use something with a higher SPF, like an SPF 30. You don't normally have to go over SPF 30, don't worry about that. And the other thing is to avoid irritants on your skin. Anything that makes your skin red, itchy, uncomfortable, anything at all that irritates your skin, avoid it, because the irritation triggers the inflammation, which triggers the melanocytes to overproduce the melanin, leading to melasma. So be very, very gentle with your skin. So those are the steps that you take to prevent melasma. Now, what happens if you already have melasma and you don't know what to do? So number one, balance your hormones, because melasma can spontaneously disappear once estrogen and progesterone levels are normalized. And not only that, but you will feel fantastic. So it's totally worth it to go down the route of balancing your hormones, number one, in order to get rid of your melasma. Number two is you can use a serum on your face. And there's a number of amazing actives that are able to penetrate because the melanocytes work in the epidermal layer. It's very surface. It's easy for these actives to penetrate and reduce the activity of the melanocytes and get rid of melanin deposits that are already there. So some great actives include aloe vera gel, lemon essential oil, alpha-arbutin, kojic acid, licorice root, vitamin C, azelaic acid, and just wondering if I'm forgetting any of them. No, I think I've got everything covered. I might have forgotten one, but those are the main ones that will help get rid of the melasma and get rid of the pigmentation. There's also some serums you can buy that I really like. One is Eminence Bright Skin Licorice Root Serum. That one's really nice to get rid of brown spots. And the other one is by The Ordinary. It's alpha-arbutin 2%. And that's a really nice solution as well. Apply it after you've cleansed your face before putting any moisture on. And then if your melasma is super stubborn and it's not budging, you may want to visit your dermatologist. There is a treatment it's called Dermamelon. And it's a mask that you wear on your skin from 8 to 12 hours. It's an intense peeling mask that really digs deep and gets rid of the hyperpigmentation and melasma. That's a professional treatment. You have to have it done by your dermatologist or another skincare professional because you have to be very careful not to over-irritate skin that has melasma because that's just going to trigger more, right? So that's basically the information that I wanted to share with you on how to prevent and how to treat melasma. It's a big deal. And if you do have hyperpigmentation on your skin from acne blemishes that have healed and left a brown spot, treating it is very similar to treating melasma. The hormonal component should always be addressed, but the irritation component is not quite as acute. So if you have hyperpigmentation left by an acne scar, you can do derma rolling with a hyperpigmentation serum. However, if you have melasma, I don't suggest doing that because the derma rolling can be a very irritating treatment and that can trigger more melasma. So you're best off to either just apply a topical if you have melasma, or else see the dermatologist and check out that Dermamelon treatment that I was talking about earlier. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And remember, if you want to balance your hormones, which you obviously should want to do, and if you have melasma and you want to get rid of it, balancing your hormones is number one. And I'll tell you why. Even if you invest in the expensive treatment at your dermatologist's office, and this can be like $1,000, if you don't balance your hormones first, the melasma can come back. So it's a waste of money in the end. You always want to balance your hormones first. And that is the root cause of melasma. So I always start speaking so fast because I have so much to say in these videos. So hopefully that was good. That made sense. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, be sure to check out my programs. I have an amazing 7-week clear skin program. It's working for hundreds of women. It's changing their lives. So check that out. And I also have an 8-week anti-aging skin program. Both hormones show you how to balance your entire body, including your hormones, to give you the best skin ever from the inside out, guys. So check that out. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you very soon with another video. And if you have any ideas for videos, any questions you would like me to answer, let me know because I'm happy to share as much information with you as I can. Have a wonderful day. Bye.